can utilize the whole change to roamers here. And we'll see it in the hands of Chaknu. So let us know what you guys think. Who has the better team, better lineup here for Game 1 in this best of 3. Our first match on Project next as we jump in the land of Dawn here. Will be TNC or Smart Omega. And now going into this, you can already see this is kind of what we're going to expect. Like Chaknu, like this is the thing. He's level 2 already.
Oh, yeah.
So, and he got a little bit of extra gold in XP because of, again, the way this works. So,
yeah. Apparently being Hilderome is very fun in the current patch. You get to always scout your opponents, and that's going to be enough because all you need is to gain vision of them. But you, again, have to remind yourself that you have to lose them for at least 5 seconds before you get to proc that ability again to gain extra gold. So there you go.
Two for Smart Omega,
two Wilderness Blessings.
And just one for TNC. Again, TNC have the natural speed, so they're not using it as a force multiplier. They're just using it as its base, taking it at face value.
Yeah.
I think part of this too is like, I would just generally say maybe for Chaknu and the Hilda, like you can be pretty aggressive, but also eventually you still have to respect the fact that, you know, Super Yoshi with his hands on the Cho, he will be going for those setups, and maybe it happens a little bit earlier now if he gets a level 4 here, but you can see the focus leading into this.
That's the difference, I guess. Like, this is Chaknu, but he's on a Hilda, so we might expect more of the disruption in the hands of Smart Omega, but that's a flicker forced out of Haji just 2 minutes into this game, so it's a win for TNC.
So that's what you get with just immediate speed. Again, just being there first and laying down the damage. That's the difference maker for TNC early on.
Oh, and that's a lot of damage you're seeing from 3mar. James is very low now, might not be able to join the fight happening in the turtle because this is like a free objective going to the hands of Zaida. Chaknu just blocking the way. There's the way of the dragon, but he gets bursted down as well. 3mar TZ. Yoshi gets to flicker out though, so it's James instead who falls.
Okay, they get that. James falls, but objective also in the hands of TNC.
You know what? What I said about TNC not being able to hold a box holds true for Omega as well. These two teams, they're all about pickoffs. They're all about initiations.
Yeah.
A singular take or a single hero that is out of position makes all the difference. And TNC, they use that to their advantage. And it's just me, or are these fights and these rotations happening so much faster? Oh no!
You could feel it. You could feel the expanding rivers, but Ryzen all alone won't get to escape 4 members of TNC. Super Yoshi, a bit too late, couldn't even help him there.
Okay, so yeah, I have to agree with you, man. Like the rotations are happening quicker. And even the pressure, I feel like, in the side of the jungle, but also if we remember the infinite keys of victory, like this is part of it too. So right now, TNC definitely having that momentum in their favor, building up. And I mean, look at this. That first item on 3mar too, already having that blade is going to obviously help him against the matchup against James. But even when it comes to the objective fights, like that little bit of additional burst and pressure that the Benedetta is going to be able to put on is going to be great here. So yeah, it's pretty fast. Like this is a generally a quicker rotation that we see in the early game.
And that's definitely one thing you get with expanding rivers. This is trouble for Netsky because, oh, hold up. He should be fine.
Has a flicker.
Did not expect Benny Cutie to read into Haji hiding in the bush there. But yeah, Smart Omega, it's scary to think that even in the EXP lane, James getting bullied out. 3mar, exactly as we predicted in the draft, knows what he's doing. Their only real safe spot now is that gold lane.
Yeah, and it's another way of the dragon doesn't into a kill.
Grand Theft Purple!
Yeah. Oh, this is tough. Look at the rotation here once again too. TNC just making their way for the turtle, but they break this into a fight. Chaknu just kind of zoning out Super Yoshi. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do anything without a kick here, so but they're going to get in position.
Like the final blow, and the Petrify lands onto Ryzen! Perfect timing coming in from 3mar, and Zaida gets the turtle once more. Lancey didn't even have to do anything. He was just clearing the mid lane, and it's a clear win for TNC.
This was painful to watch.
Yeah.
Because again, this was one of the first times in this game, 5 minutes in, that Smart Omega actually had a chance. Like they were there before TNC with their superior rotational speed came in, but TNC's CC is just so much more easily activatable. For Omega, James has to find that perfect jump. Yoshi has to find the perfect kick. But TNC, are we forgetting that all they have to do is get 3mar in the right spot, and that's everyone in that small vicinity petrified. A high-level piece of CC that, looking at Omega, Haji can only Purify. He's the only one who can get that clear.
Yeah, that just goes to show how consistent 3mar really is as an XP laner, regardless of what you let him use. And mind you, this was a Lapu that was prioritized by Omega in the draft. But you see it clearly being answered here by TNC. James doesn't get to rotate out that much, and he's never the first to position whenever there's a team fight. He just always tries to catch up, and that's when you know that TNC are already in control of whatever objective they're trying to take.
Yeah, look at this too. First item for Zyna, already picking up the anti-caress. He's got that available, so that's why we see him, man. He's just like throwing himself into anybody that he finds for Smart Omega. Even if he shows up, you saw Haji already a couple of times pop the flicker just so, you know, he doesn't get taken out quickly, even if he has that kind of kit that Kagura works well with here. Benny Cutie, they're going to try to make a play?
Oh, the stun lands on Ryzen, but he has the Phantom Execution up top though. What?
Wow.
They get to find a kill on 3mar. That's huge for Smart Omega.
Took a 3-man gank squad. If I'm not mistaken, Yoshi actually uses kick. So all of that just for 3mar.
Okay. James, is he going to get visited? Whoa. We're going to go back.
All right, we're good.
All right, so they're fine. Yeah, so James, it looked like he took a little bit of damage, but again, you can see the rotating happening here and just how much room you get to work with these expanding rivers in this new map, basically. But Turtle's up, most likely just going to be 3 for 3 for TNC. I don't think Ryzen's really in a position. He doesn't want to fall further behind. Yes, they whittled down about 1,000 of that gold that was originally about 3,000 ahead for TNC, but it's mainly just Ryzen being able to catch up, getting the farm that he needs. There's been a lot of pressure in his jungle, man. And yeah, he hasn't done too bad falling behind in terms of levels against Zyda, but you can just see how much pressure's around the map from TNC's lineup.
Yeah, even when he tries to catch up and look and steal jungles, it's not working, but now he finds himself in the middle of two members. That's Chakno and Zyda, two very tanky members of TNC who he probably does not want to fight against. Now they're just trying to split them all up, but from behind, James will be jumping in. Doesn't land the Landshaker on Benny Cutie though. Chakno now trying to deal with him, but they're all just forced to return under the turret. There's not much that they can do.
TNC is moving so fast, they're overshooting the engagements of Smart Omega.
There's the stun. Haji still has the Rasho Umbrella Flea, but all they want is that tier 1 turret down bottom. And they still want to force a fight though. Traction Pulse still landing. Lancey finds Haji.
Oh, Haji's not having a good time, man. I mean,
he's not.
He's had to burn the flickers a couple times this time. You know, he just kind of got caught there, and yeah, at least Ryzen will go ahead and grab the purple buff on the side of TNC, but they're losing space, so...
Oh no, that Bravest Fighter wasn't in the perfect position just yet. They get to clear the waves though, but you could already see from just how many angles TNC can come in and try to disrupt Smart Omega. I know it was mentioned in the Howl that it should be Smart Omega as the disruptors, but that's not what we're seeing in this game at all.
Nope, it's so hard to disrupt TNC because in the same vein that Netsky's using the Claude to be a threat now. James.
Yo, whoa, he flickers forward.
Whoa, he still goes in, and there's the way of the dragon, but that's the burst coming in from Haji. It will be enough to take down Benny, and they will try to disengage with just that kill. Ryzen might want to look for more, but he will have to bunker away. 3mar joining in, gets to use the kick on, however, so he denies the Electo final blow. That's massive here for Smart Omega.
Okay, there's a good fight. And Smart Omega able to go ahead and at least capitalize on something, getting Benny Cutie's bow. But the Lord is still up. It's actually going to be started by TNC. Not sure if they commit to this or not.
It feels like Omega have been tuckered out. Look, 3 flickers just to find Benny Cutie. And you'll see now what the expanding rivers do. Before the Lord, when it spawns, and even after, when it dies, you'll see that movement speed is enhanced all throughout this shape, this pattern in both sides of the jungle. Maybe that's why Wilderness Blessing would be overkill. It's not as important. No, 3 more!
Still has the Petrify. Gets knocked up though and bursted by the Yin Yang overturn. On the opposite side of the map, there's a fight happening as well. It's James up against 4. Will he get to land his skills though? They get to touch it, but they don't touch the dashes from Ryzen. He gets to find Lancey, and now Omega are fighting back. That's another Thorn Rose. He gets a double kill onto Benny Cutie. Still trying to look for Chaknu, but he will be able to keep himself safe.
What a great fight and a response. It seems like Smart Omega just figured something out.
Ryzen is a man possessed. I could have sworn that, oh my god, the Mamba!
He can't escape that. And now it's Smart Omega who gets to take the Lord.
3mar got ganked down bottom, and I could have sworn he was going to win that engagement, but he couldn't find the perfect, like the final blow, couldn't find the perfect petrify. All this while, Ryzen uses Puncture and his Storm Rose to perfectly and so succinctly find Lancy, and that made all the difference. TNC's on-demand damage went kaput, and then suddenly they were winning that lore dance. Smart Omega swing back 1,000 gold up.
Yeah, it's almost 1,000. No, it's almost 1,000 lead for Netsky on the Claude against Benny Cutie. This was something I probably did not expect, but we barely noticed Benny Cutie is actually 0-2.
Yeah, no, Benny Cutie overheated. Yes, he has been pushing. Yes, he has been part of fights, but Netsky have been making the most of the quiet time he has.
Yeah.
Smart Omega has been getting kicked to the ground, yes, for the first 7-8 minutes, but Netsky has been quietly working hard. He's been grinding, man.
And at this point, that's where the Cloud shines.
That's what his dad said. You've been grinding in your sleep. Thanks, big dog.
Thanks, big dog. I got it from here. But not only that, but even Haji, man. Like, Haji was punished in the early game. Early game, he had to burn so many flickers. He got caught a couple times. But so far, he's been able to go and scale up into this game. And now I feel like, you know, this is a crazy position for TNC to be in after how good the early game for them and how fast it did. So Holy Shield popped here up top mid as well. Smart Omega's going to be happy with that, as now they hold on to a nice little bit of lead. I don't know if 3mar is going to be able to catch anyone here. What's he planning here?
Freddy.
Is he going to look for something, or he's just planning to cut the lanes? Because
Freddy.
He's been doing that.
He's feinting it.
He's spotted at least there from Super Yoshi, so he's going to go in the mid.
Let's remember, though, gets to dodge the Landshaker, so he's going to be fine. But I think that's still one thing that TNC can hold on to. Their ability to just keep managing the waves through the Benedetta, and even their high mobility heroes that can still be very much reliable in terms of finding the right position in the fights that can break out later on. But if Smart Omega really gets to take control of the map, that's still going to be a problem for them. Oh, what's that? The Petrify?
Yep.
Yeah, he used it. It's gone.
Ryzen baited it out.
Yeah, and he's not going to have it. But if they decide to go for the Lord as soon as it's up, Smart Omega will know that Petrify is not available.
There's a full half a minute wherein Lord is ready and 3mar cannot do his full combo. Something to note, Netsky, now at about 13 minutes, I would say, and I would think, is still at the #1 net gold gain, is currently #1 in damage share throughout the team in all of Season 16. So he's capable of carrying from this position.
Yeah, Netsky's been doing impressive things. There's a kick, though.
Oh, they try to burst down Chaklu. There's the traction pulse, though. And from behind, Zaida will find a target. But will they have enough damage to take down the Mamba? It seems like they won't. 3mar trying to look for a position as well. That's so many ultimates already bursted down by Omega. But they still fail to find a pickoff.
Man, they move so fast, too. Lord is up now, though. Smart Omega will go ahead and rotate towards it, starting it up, but again, some of the resources are down. Super Yoshi doesn't have his kick. They know this. TNC will get in position.
So fast.
Yeah, just quick maneuvers.
What happened to the game?
Everyone's
it's almost
moving.
like ×2, man.
Yeah, everyone's moving so fast, and now we see Omega catching up as well. They get to find a position, and the Lord is reset all over again.
Ults are back. Ults are back.
Oh no, ults are back. They're gonna start this one up. Look at that. Look at this play up top.
Oh, they find the kill on 3mar! And that's -1 for TNC. James jumping in with the Bravest Fighter as well, but TNC without 3mar, they no longer will contest. It's a Lord for Omega.
A free objective. And that was when TNC thought it was the safest, when Omega was still repositioning. Haji and Netsky, a two-man gank squad, found 3mar, the menace in the early game. Look at the items. Oh, man. Okay, so Netsky's only second to Ryzen. How did Dean do this? Ryzen was getting bullied out of his buffs earlier on, and now he's currently #1.
Oh, man, I don't know. It's a great recovery, though, from Smart Omega based on how the first portion of the game went.
Kaisa mentioned this in the howl. The Wolf said, watch out for Rise trading.
Yeah.
And I think TNC let that slip.
They only dealt with it once, when they denied him of the jungle camps he was trying to take away from TNC. But after that, he just slipped under their nose. They never knew what he was up to. And now they have a Lord who they can potentially utilize to take away the base turrets. But even before they take the base turrets, they nearly take down Chaknu. Ryzen though! Oh my goodness, gets to dodge that last turret shot.
Sneaky Dean.
Sneaky moves from Sneaky Dean. That Lord's going to push in that top turret. Do they force the fight here?
Oh, yes, they will. James goes in. Doesn't use the Land Shaker yet, though, but they already take down one base turret. They're going to back off for now, and they'll be happy with that. Huge respect for TNC still.
All right, 3 more overshot and cleared the wave from behind. That's why he was over there, and he got time to recall. They're fine. TNC are breathing.
Okay.
It was a good thing that 3 mark cut that wave, too. Yep. But still, Smart Omega got themselves in a position where it's like they can take these fights. I think this is also, you're going to see them just taking the resources if they can here. So, whoa. The damage.
Yeah, they're so brave to take on 3mar because he's full damage. And they can possibly burst him down whenever they wanted to. Maybe that's also why Haji just decided to allot his entire combo of the Yin Yang overturn, even despite the presence of the Electo Final Blow, because the second phase of the Umbrella could still catch up either way, and 3mar might just be one of the go-to targets for Omega now.
Here's the thing. By the time the next Lord comes up, is TNC actually in a good position? Because I feel like we just haven't seen Benny Cutie activated. Yes, he just picks up the Wind of Nature, so maybe that gives him a little more breathing room.
Now that we're at the 16-minute mark, 16 and a half. Oh, wait up. 3mar.
3mar.
Here we go again. Fortunately gets to dodge away, but
whoa, what is Zyda thinking?
All right. Okay, no.
Okay,
I thought he was going.
As I was saying, in the early game, when both teams couldn't hold a box, TNC was winning because their chunky front line was doing all the work. Now that the chunky front line just as quickly melts, I think Omega still have the advantage. TNC have to be very crafty about this. TNC have to find Netsky. TNC have to find Haji, pick him out for free, or force James to go overcommit and take him out for free before they can finally find a way to steal this Lord back. But right now, I'll tell you now, 6K up, Omega, they got their names written all over this Lord.
Yeah, they're going to go ahead and start it up here. That's the tricky part of it, too. You know, how do they find Netsky? How do they find Haji even? They'll leave 3mar to go deal with that long lane for now. Lord's going to go ahead and just be at half health. They can't fully just push it in because they still have to be able to respect what can happen here, too. Yeah. As long as Netsky's not caught out, that might be good, but yeah, this is the main thing. They're going to go for it, though.
He gets to shred Chaknu down, and they distract everyone else as Ryzen takes the Lord. Do they still proceed with the fight, though? Zyda's still trying to chase after Haji. Forces out the Flicker, but Lancy gets bursted down in the Blazing Duet coming in from Netsky. Deals enough damage. 3mar won't be able to escape this anymore as well, but Benny finds a shutdown, but it's not going to be enough because it's only Zyda left alone, and he too will fall. A double kill for Haji, and this might just be it for the barangay.
I know we weren't playing on dangerous grass, but that was a dangerous bush setup, and that'll get Smart Omega a victory in Game 1 against TNC.